Hello, I'm France, a moderator. It's raining here today. The weather changes often. All listeners take care of their health too. We are still with Pooh's story. It's a story that goes back 20 years ago when Pooh was still working in a neighboring country. Using the title, It Comes with Wood. Today Rose will be the person who comes to tell this story. Let's follow and listen to this story. Hi Rose, how are you?
Hello, France. I'm fine.
Pooh's story. Usually on the side of the neighboring country most of the time.
Yes, maybe it's because Pooh has been working on that side for many years. Go do it from a young age. It's called seeing a lot of things like this.
This story is an event that goes back about 20 years ago. It came with wood. What happened?
At that time, the company started to expand the concession area. There will be a place called wood accommodation, referring to the concession area deep in the forest. That we cannot enter because Pooh is a woman and is more difficult. In the part where we live a lot. When the wood has been cut, the truck transported the timber to rest at the concession area where Pooh was. Characteristics of the wooden accommodation. There are 12 pillars on each side and they are covered with zinc. It is about 2 to 3 stories tall when the lumber truck arrives. Will be stacked in the wooden accommodation, which will stack higher and higher almost to the roof, but will have free space the size of a person's body to pass through to attach the chain. There is a new female clerk named Ta, who is the younger sister of the senior staff, which is an operating unit along the Mekong River. Come to work one day, timber was brought into the sawmill. Arrived at about 7 o'clock in the morning, which is usually the time to unload the wood from the car. The driver would get out of the car to help carry the wood, but that day the driver did not help carry the wood, but came to borrow a pickup truck to drive into the city. And crossed back to the Thai side saying that there were 8 people in total, so that the workers of the wooden depot must carry wood after work. The workers would gather together to drink. At around 6:30 p.m., the sky was starting to get dark. Pooh, Ta, Longju's son, and 2 other workers walked back to the camp. On the way must pass a wooden warehouse. At that moment, the sound of chains hitting the wood was heard. And sound like someone peeling bark. Ta asked what sound. Pooh hurriedly put her hand up to cover Ta's mouth immediately. Don't let Ta speak. Then something fell on Ta's head. When she picked it up, she saw that it was the bark of a tree. They all looked up. Saw a silhouette of a man squatting on a pile of wood, his head nearly touching the roof. Was pulling the bark and throwing it at Pooh's group. In shock, Ta opened his mouth to cry out. Longju's son hurriedly put his hand over Ta's mouth. And hurriedly took each other out from that point immediately. The next morning, all crossed over to the Thai side to work. And in the evening crossed back to Laos at night, the workers drank together. After drinking the workers then walk back to the camp, which usually groups of workers sleep on trucks. There was a woman's call from the warehouse. One of the workers said that he could hear a woman's voice. Another worker said it's good to be a woman. He is lonely. He will take her as his wife. Prohibition of staying in the forest. It is strictly forbidden to sleep on the ground below. And after ascending or getting on the truck, all ladders must be pulled up. All the workers went to sleep on the truck. Except for the bad-speaking people who are very drunk. Unable to climb onto the truck. He leaned against the wheel of the truck. The next morning he was found dead. Old Pei asked if there had been any events before. Workers drinking together, so he told the whole incident to Old Pei. Then Pooh told all the events that Pooh had encountered. Let Old Pei listen as well. Then the Old Pei brought the brown parchment. Go nail it to the pole of the warehouse. Pooh asks what plate is it. Old Pay replied that it was human skin. Pooh was shocked and Old Pay said, if she hears something, don't go out and look. Don't be curious. That night, everyone went to bed at 8 p.m. Around 10 p.m., there was a sound of people arguing from the warehouse. Pooh sits up. Ta sat up and trembled in fear. Pooh continued to sit and listen. Which the sound heard was not in Thai language. A moment later, a sound like someone punching each other was heard. And the sound of falling trees. The noise remained like that all night. In the morning, everyone went to look at the warehouse. But nothing unusual was found.
Is everything normal?
Found only a galvanized roof. Falling down and stuck on the floor.
Refers to a galvanized roof of this woodshed?
Yes.
Is it all or just one sheet?
Many sheets. Like someone going up to fight on the roof, but other surrounding areas. Nothing wrong with anything wrong. Pooh asked Old Pay what to do next. Old Pay said that he fixed the roof. It's nothing. It's over. Pooh asked him how all these events happened. Old Pay said it came with wood. Pooh called the truck driver in order to bring the wood back. But he told me back that he didn't come to pick up this set of sticks. Call another truck driver to pick you up instead. Pooh asked what kind of wood this set had. The truck driver told me the date the wood was delivered. He was the first driver. According to his feelings, thought that the weight of the wood was more than usual. That day, causing the driver to not move.
Which most truck drivers. He already knows the rhythm of the car. What is the difference between a normal car and an abnormal car?
Yes, and the person behind the truck saw a woman perched on top of a pile of wood, which was not possible with such a high wood level. But the woman had clung to it all the way and disappeared at dawn. First truck driver said it was early in the morning. He saw a woman clinging to the side of the truck on his side, which he saw from the side mirror. He turned around and thought that was definitely not a person. When he looked back at the side mirror again, that woman had disappeared. After they stopped and delivered the wood to the warehouse, they crossed over to the Thai side to make merit, and told Pooh that this set of sticks was not taken back. Old Pay said he could take it back, because there is nothing. Pooh came to know later that this set of wood has one strange piece of wood. The nature of the wood sap is red like blood.
The rubber tree is red, right?
Yes. Because the rubber wood is normal. There will be black or brown. But this tree was red like blood.
Do you mean dark red like human blood?
Yes. It's like human blood. If it's the color of the rubber as usual, it will be red in another way.
Thick red, cloudy?
Yes. But that day I was able to carry this set of sticks back. No event occurred at all.
And then this tree. Do you know what kind of wood it is?
It's a wild Takian tree.
That is, there is only one tree that should be attached. That is a wild Takian tree.
Because the set of wood that was cut was sapwood, deciduous wood, teak wood, buffalo dung. There is only one wild Takian attached to it.
Which this tree is probably the scene of the whole story.
Yes. She has to say that this time she was lucky. Because Old Pay is still working for Pooh's way. Because if we bring this set of wood to be processed and sent to Bangkok, she does not know what will happen.
With the person who got this stick, right?
Yes. Because Old Pay said, it comes with wood. It just goes with wood.
That means this event. One person died from sleep and died. because before that he went to speak badly of a woman's voice he had heard.
Yes, with drunkenness.
Which is in line with the mythological beliefs. If it's a female ghost. Or the spirit of Mother Tankian, or is it the spirit of the secret city? The widow ghost. To come to a man. Most of the time, the man will fall asleep and die. Unknown cause. Whose appearance is similar to that of this worker who died at the wheel of the car where he slept.
Yes. He slept like a normal sleeper. Then there will be a prohibition that prohibits this. Who will tell you about it next time? It's time to go to the forest. If you meet a stranger, don't greet me. Don't look. There will be lost workers. I must say it's gone. But also because he is a Laotian. There are many women beckoning. By seeing many times, but Pooh didn't know if the couple had talked to each other or not. The man followed him up the hill. And then completely disappeared.
Is it completely lost?
Yes. And it didn't end there. It has something more than that.
This is interesting. Wait for next time. We will wait to hear.
Okay.
There is one more thing I would like to ask. Who said to go to work in the forest, and don't sleep on the floor? Don't let your body stick to the floor at all. Why would you do that?
That is, it has cause and effect. If you look at it from the point of view of science. The fact that we sleep on the floor risks encountering wild animals. Such as snakes or other poisonous animals. But according to the beliefs of the hunters when camping, a high platform must be raised. And there will be hammering. Or ceremony. To prevent the beast from approaching. Forest ghosts or others. For workers who sleep on trucks. It is believed that the truck is protected by Mei Yang Nong. Nothing can go up. At first, Pooh was suspicious. How did it come with wood? Because the truck has Mei Yanong. Old Pei said it came with wood. Then we put the wood onto the car. But it can't come out. Because there is Mei Yanong protecting the car. On the car there is always a monk. Which most truck drivers I won't do anything bad on the car at all. Such as a clerk with menstruation. Will not let the clerk enter the forest. Don't give up on the truck.
It is the belief of the rangers. Which we may not understand clearly. But if hunters or experts in this field are prohibited, we ought to believe.
I have to believe a lot too. For example, Old Pei looked like a normal old man. But on shaving night or when it's raining and sunny. That your body will have tattoos to be seen even on the head.
It's like he's tattooed with oil, right?
Yes, it's a strange thing that Pooh has met.
I've heard about this too. Oil tattoo person usually tattoos are not visible. But if there is any kind of disaster that comes to harm, this tattoo will be visible. To protect from something that is coming to hurt. Either directly or indirectly. Therefore, Old Pei may have tattooed oil.
There are many more things that Pooh has met. There is even a story of hunting with young cubs.
Yes, slowly gradually tell the story to us. The story of Pooh is fun and exciting. It's a story in the forest. It's an ancient thing. Things of the past. Listen and enjoy the fun. Cause the emotions to go along with it. Okay, thank you very much, Rose, for sharing Pooh's story with us.
Welcome, bye.